Qualifier annotation. In a Spring Framework, qualifier annotation is used to resolve ambiguity when multiple beans of the same type exist in the Spring container. So what happens when Spring encounters a situation where it needs to inject a dependency of a particular type, but it finds more than one bean instance of that type available in the application context, then it gets confused which one to use, and then it throws a no unique bean definition exception because it is unable to decide which bean to be picked up because both beans are of same type. Then, at such kind of confusing situation, qualifier annotation plays an essential role. This annotation provides a mechanism to mention which exact bean should be injected. So that's the role of qualifier annotation. Now let us understand how to use it. Qualifier annotation of a Spring Framework can be applied at the setter method or at the constructor level or at the field level. And what will be the name? Match it with the name of the assigned specific bean. Right? So what you need to do, you need to define the beans and then inject the qualifier along with the auto-wired annotation. Okay?
Welcome to Think Constructive. I am Isha. Let us learn qualifier annotation of a Spring Framework in depth with the help of code demonstration. And needless to say, this session is going to be very useful for all the Java developers, Java architects and Java lead. So stay connected, watch the session till the end so that you are not going to miss upon on any of the concepts.
So here is the IntelliJ IDEA editor and I will be using this Annotations demo project for this demonstration. Okay. So I'll just tell you what all we have here. We have Annotations demo application. So this is the main triggering point for a Spring Boot application. We have service layer wherein I have kept a cloud interface, Amazon Cloud, which is implementing this cloud interface and overriding its getCloud method. I have marked this Amazon Cloud as component. That means I have indicated that this Amazon Cloud should be considered as a bean. And then we have Google Cloud, which is implementing again the cloud interface and overriding its getCloud method. I have also marked this Google Cloud as component. That means this is another bean which a Spring container should understand. So both Amazon Cloud and Google Cloud, two beans are getting created and both are of type cloud because both are implementing cloud interface. Okay. Now let us see the controller. We have cloud controller here. Okay. And in the cloud controller, again, this cloud controller is also another component and its name specifically I have given as demo cloud. So this is one more bean which will be part of a Spring container, but this bean's name I have specifically given as demo cloud. Whereas for Amazon Cloud and Google Cloud, I have not written any specific bean name. So by default, with a small a, Amazon Cloud, and for Google Cloud with a small g, Google Cloud bean will be registered in Spring container. Okay. Now let us come back to cloud controller. So in cloud controller, what I have done, I have just taken a field of type cloud. Okay. And then I have created cloud controller constructor and a getCloud method. You can notice I have just taken the type cloud, that means the interface name cloud here, and doing everything else. So I have not yet specified any specific bean, whether it should be Amazon Cloud or Google Cloud here. Now let's execute the application and see what happens, whether I am getting some proper output or there is some error. Take a pause and think whether there should be some error, issues, or the particular message should get printed, whatever we have written in Amazon Cloud or Google Cloud. Quickly write your answers in the comment box. So annotation demo application, let us have a quick look here. What we have inside the public static void main, I have just created application context. Then I have taken cloud 1 and I am calling getBean as Google Cloud. Then cloud 2, get bean as Google Cloud Provider. This name does not exist. Let me just fix it. Yeah. Then cloud 3, Amazon Cloud Class. And then you can see Cloud Controller also I am calling. And then I am calling its getCloud method. So now I am going to execute the application and match your answers then. What happens? What is it saying? Application failed to start. So application is not ready to come up. And why? Parameter 0 of constructor in this annotation demo.controller.cloud controller required a single bean, but 2 were found. Okay. And then what to? Amazon Cloud defined in the file, whatever we have just now seen, and Google Cloud. So it is now getting confused because Cloud Controller has a type Cloud which is implemented by Amazon Cloud also and Google Cloud also. So both beans are of type Cloud. And we have not specified specifically which bean to call. What is happening? Spring Container got so confused which bean to call that it denied to bring up the application and throws the error that which bean should I use? I don't know. So I'll not come up. Right? That's what is happening. Now let us fix this issue. We were here, right? So now let us fix this issue. How to fix? For that we have @qualifier annotation. Okay. At the time of injecting the bean, we should mention which bean should be picked up. So I'll come back to Cloud Controller. Fine. Here what we have done, we have written a cloud field type and then we have written a constructor of Cloud Controller and we have just passed cloud interfacing. So here what will I do? I will just mention qualifier and with this qualifier I'll specifically write the bean name which should be picked up. Let's say for example I want Google Cloud to be picked up. So I will just give the bean name as Google Cloud. So by default bean name will be taken like this. So my Google Cloud class name you can notice capital G Google Cloud. So bean name will be small g Google Cloud. So I have given the bean name here. That means I have specifically mentioned to Spring Container that which bean should be injected here. So now let us try to bring up the application and see what happens. Write your answers in the comment box below and match with the application output. So let me bring up the application. Wow, my application is up and running. Fine. 4 outputs I am getting. Why am I getting 4 outputs? Let us come back to this application. Yeah, here. First, I am calling Google Cloud Get Bean, right? Second, specifically I am calling Google Cloud Get Bean again. So what I am getting here? 2 Google Cloud messages. And then I am calling Amazon Cloud Get Bean and Get Cloud method. So you can notice Amazon Cloud Provider got invoked. And then after that, in the Cloud Controller, I am calling Cloud Controller Bean. And this is where the confusing point was for a Spring Container and we have resolved it by providing the Google Cloud as get bean. That is where I am getting Google Cloud Provider got invoked here. So I hope this concept is very clear to everyone and you are able to match your answers. So now I will show you one more way where you can specify this @qualifier annotation. So I'll take it out from here. And now let us see the demonstration of this using setter method. So what will I do? I will just create a setter method. It is generate set. Okay. And with this setter method, I will write AutoWire for dependency injection. And here itself, I will write qualifier for the bean ambiguity resolution. Let me just shift this field here so that the code is more readable. Alright. Yeah. So you can notice I have created a setter method setCloud. Then I have given autowired for dependency injection, and there I have given qualifier for the bean dependency resolution. Okay. Now let us bring up the application and see. Again, write your answers in the comment box and match with the output. Okay. Cool. Application started and same output I am getting, right? 3 times Google Cloud provider. Mainly to focus here, the last one. Okay. Because this is where the cloud controller thing is getting called. So this is second method, and one more method. Let me just put the set cloud in comment, and I will do the dependency injection directly at the field level. So here itself I will write autowired, and then here itself I will put qualifier, and here I will provide the bean name as Google Cloud. So let us execute and see. Same output, right? The last Google Cloud provider got invoked. So this is where we should be focusing. So this is how the qualifier annotation works in the Spring framework. And this is one of the very, very important annotation to understand for all the Spring framework and Spring Boot developers, because in order to resolve ambiguity for the beans for a Spring container, this annotation plays a very, very important role. I hope you are able to understand this annotation in depth. This session is a part of the Spring Framework and the Spring Boot annotation series which is ongoing, and every week I am uploading one or more annotations, explanation along with the code description. So if you haven't yet subscribed to the session, subscribe now and hit the notification bell so that you don't miss upon on any of the sessions. If you like the session, hit the like button and hype the session so that it can get recommended to more and more people. There are more Spring Boot Java microservices sessions available on the channel. Feel free to explore them. Share the session and channel details with your fellow developers, colleagues, wherever you feel they can be benefited from this session. Go ahead and share the channel and session details with them. See you in the next session. Bye for now.